OMG, OMG, it's finally happening. Welcome to Kagi Reacts. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you're watching this channel, my name is Kagi and this is Kagi React. Today we will actually just be having a frank talk. I want to do quite a few of these frank talks, and today's frank talk is actually inspired by a YouTuber I follow, and his name is Mark the Messenger. Mark usually just talks about, he creates Christianity content, right? And I saw this video and it resonated so deeply with me. I felt that I had to share it with you guys today. So yeah, I hope you stay tuned. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I feel like a lot of people need to just hear this content that I'm sharing with you today, because we are living in tough times, and in these tough times our mental and spiritual well-being, it is so important, guys. And I just felt like I needed to share this with you. Okay guys, let's get into our frank talk. Today we're actually going to discuss the 7 types of people that you cannot help. I know, mostly being a Christian is about loving and helping others, but I feel like sometimes there are just some people out there that no matter how much you want to help them, and no matter how much you care about them, there's just something that just does not, it's like God does not want you to help them. I hope you understand. I think some of you will understand what I'm talking about. These people are very hard to help, guys. And you just being there and trying to be around them and trying to just give your all to just helping this person make their lives better, sometimes it just makes your life a little bit worse. So yeah, I feel like Mark covered, he actually gave like 7 types of people that you should not try to help. Not to say that don't help people, but just look out for some of these signs with some of the people around you, and maybe you'll understand a bit better why your help is not going a long way with these people. So yeah, let's get into this. Type of person that we are going to talk about is the negative, insecure people. The negative and insecure people. Guys, I feel like to help yourself and be, in order for you to be able to move forward in your life, you need to get rid of your negative thinking. And I know it's hard because I struggle with negative thinking as well. But insecure people, people with low self-esteem, it's very tough to help them out because of the way they are thinking about their lives, right? You can't always be complaining. And I used to do that so much. I remember I had a guy I dated in varsity, and he would actually complain about my complaining, right? He would always say, "Oh my God, you're always complaining. Can you be positive, and can you just think a bit better with yourself?" And I actually looked at him like, "Do you understand what life is to me right now? How are you expecting me not to complain? Life is bad. Life is shitty. Look at my life. And I mean, how are you expecting me to be positive and all of that?" And that is actually the mentality that had me trapped in the loop of not being able to move forward. I think you understand what I'm saying, right? Because my self-esteem was so low, I could not focus on the positive things in my life. And I think one thing as Christians we are taught is to always appreciate the small joys and the positive things that we have in our lives. If you're focusing on your lack of having 10 million rand, but you have 10,000 rand in your wallet, guys, or in your bank account, just be thankful. You can pay bills, just be thankful. You have a place to stay, just be thankful. You have food in your mouth, just if food in your fridge, sorry, in your mouth, food in your fridge, just be thankful. But I think a lot of negative people, pessimistic people about the world, they're not actually focusing on some of the positive things that are there in their lives. And that is one reason you cannot help that person until that person breaks the bond and breaks the cycle of negative thinking. They're always going to be stuck in a negative loop, and they're always going to negatively affect you and your well-being. So I think this was just great. Okay, and then the second type of person that you cannot try to help is the self-righteous, never wrong, and overwise people. You know those people. You know those people. And I'm actually bummed by this list because I actually see myself. I actually see myself and all the negative traits I used to have in my past, right? We're not perfect, guys. We're not perfect. We're all improving. And sometimes this might not be someone in your life, it could be you, right? So the self-righteous person is the person that feels like they are doing the best that they can in their life, right? They're always right. They're always right, they're never wrong. They're too wise for their own good. And if you try to teach them something that you feel they need to learn, they're just not willing to listen. They're just not willing to listen. They know everything. They never want to be taught anything. Some actually think, the demigod mentality, like, I'm a god. I actually have someone who actually said that. Yeah, so these people are so used to being right, and most of the time it's not that they're right, it's just that you never want to argue with them because they're so hard-headed, right? But yeah, I like hanging out with people that can teach me something. It's one of the things about me. I know I don't know the whole world, and I don't know a lot of things. And I feel like I'm more open to being taught a lot of things, to have different views of things. And I appreciate someone that comes to me and tries to teach me something and gives me valuable knowledge. I'm not saying just go around listening to everyone. Tom, Dick, and Harry all have an opinion, but most of it is usually foolish. But there'll be some people in your life that will be trying to give you valuable knowledge. And because you are so stuck in your own way of thinking, you are so sure, you are set on this specific way of thinking, you actually miss out on a whole lot of other things, right? So, yeah. Self-righteousness. I used to actually say to God, I'm such a good person. I'm such a good person. I give when I need to give. I pray every day. Yeah, why are you letting bad things happen to me? Because I'm such a good person. I mean, you tell me these things. You said I need to follow your commandments, and I'm following your commandments. And all of a sudden, why are you doing this to me? You're such a hurtful God. You mean, And I was self-righteous. And I'm a sinner by nature, you know? I don't know how this turned into Christianity things, but you know what I'm talking about, right? You're always looking at your life and you're like, but I'm such a good person and I do good things to other people. And why? Why? Like, oh, there's just something wrong with everything and everyone else, and there's everything right with me. You do realize there's not everything right with you, right? I hope the implication it's registering that, guys, you don't know everything. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how wise you think or how educated. You're not educated, you're indoctrinated, right? I don't think how much you know. You have a PhD, you have a master's, you have 4 degrees, you have 5 degrees, you have 10 degrees, you've got 2 masterses. You don't know everything. Sometimes you are wrong. Actually, most of the time you might be wrong. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So These are very hard people to help, guys. Self-righteous, never wrong, overwise people. Yeah, I was one of them. I'm learning now to humble myself and just accept that I don't know everything. And it's quite you look at life better. So I kind of get the point, and I'm glad I'm making this self-discovery about myself. Okay, the third type of person you do not want to help, or not do not want, you cannot help, is the people who do not want to be helped and are prideful. Okay, there's two types of people, right? There are those who don't want to do anything for themselves and they constantly want to get helped. That's the one end, the one extreme. And there's the other people that will never ask you for help. It's not that they don't need the help, they'll just never ask you for the help because they are prideful. And that's the other extreme, right? So with this one, the prideful one, oh, okay, they're a piece of work, right? Because this prideful person will act like they don't need you. They will fully put it out there that they do not need you. And if you do anything for them to help them, then they will turn it around and put it back in your face to say, I never asked you for help. I don't want anyone to think I need help because I can do everything by myself. And if you choose to help me, that's on you. Okay, as I was saying, sorry, my phone cut out on me. I was saying the prideful people are the worst people to try to help because it will be emotionally draining for you to help these people. You are going to do all that you can to be there for this person, and this person is going to stuff it in your face that I didn't ask you for help. You decided to help me. It's on you how you feel. I don't owe you anything. They're the worst kind of people, guys. And if you want to have a good mental health and you want to have good spiritual help, stay away from the prideful, self-righteous akincengi kind of people. I call them akincengi. Oh, akincengi. I don't deal with akincengi. I think my people know me. As soon as you start showing me urwena hauncengi, my guy, you have set me free. My girl, I will not be bothered with you, right? Because I will not be constantly going out of my way to help someone who's ungrateful. You're ungrateful. You are super ungrateful, and I understand why you are in the predicament that you are in because you treat people horribly. It is horrible behavior. You treat people horribly. Or the type that help you, right? You are just helping people so that in the future, if they don't want to help you, you will remind them that they did not help you. Or you will remind them that I helped you this one time when this and this was happening. And I'm like, but I'm not in a position to be able to help you. So is my predicament from the last time the reason why you feel like you can just put this in my face? Yeah, these are not the kind of people you help. Stay away from these people, guys. Stay away. The fourth type of person that you cannot try to help is the slothful or the lazy person. Okay, let me put a disclaimer on this because I know people think I'm the meanest person out there. Apparently I have brutal honesty that just surpasses every other thing. But not everyone is slothful and lazy. Remember that. Not everyone is slothful and lazy. If you see someone unable to move from where they are, check for a willingness to move, right? So if you see a person who is unemployed, trying to get employed, trying to side hustle, trying to go to school and better their lives, I'm not talking about those people, right? I'm not talking about the one that is actively making an effort to better their lives, and maybe their lives are just not getting better, right? Those ones could just be going through tests. God sometimes tests us to see how much we can persevere and endure and stick by whatever we are trying to do, and not give up. Sometimes we really are just going through a test. It's a wait, right? God is saying, wait. Right. Okay, let me move on from that. There are people who don't want to do anything with their lives and are waiting for a miracle. They think fasting and prayer is what will set them free. Just because I pray every night, this thing should happen, right? Just because I am who I am, I'm expecting a miracle, this thing should happen. They don't want to do the work. They will actually be pissed at you for actively making a decision to get up from wherever you are and go get something for yourself. They will talk bad about you. They will say hurtful things about you, because how dare you get up from your seat and decide that you want to do something with your life and actively try to better your life. They will hate on you. They definitely will hate on you. And they're not hating on you because you are prideful or you are they're just like, why does she always have to have stuff? Why does she always have to get that and I don't get it? Forgetting that when you were burning the midnight oil, when you were studying your butt off, I can't swear, when you were studying your butt off, when you were depriving yourself of denies time to either study for an extra degree, to create a side hustle and not sleep and always be working and all of that, they were not doing that. They were waiting for people to help them. Yes, you need help, guys. You need help. You need help in your life. You need help. Trust me. You need help in your life. You need help in your life. You really do. But sometimes you are the problem in your own life. You cannot create relationships with people that could help you. You are always looking down on people instead of trying to create relationships with people. You are so lazy. You want to lose weight, but you don't want to get up and exercise. You don't want to not eat the crap that you've been eating. You eat takeaway all the time. And when someone else loses weight, you are like, how can she lose weight? She's doing the work. You are angry that people are graduating, but at the beginning of the year, when people say, let's go register, you are not interested. How are you going to better your life if you do not change the way you think, your habits? Stop being lazy. So I 100% agree with this. The slothful, lazy people, oh, they grate my tits. They grate my tits. They're just there on my tits. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that is the fourth type of person that you cannot help, guys. You definitely cannot help them. Ooh, okay. The next type of person that we cannot help, right, is the victim-minded people. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know those people. Okay. Number one, everyone is the victim in their own narrative. I know. You're already thinking of 5 other people that do it. You do it too. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you do it too, right? Victim mindset is a very easy thing to fall into trap with. It's a very easy trap to fall into, right? Number one, you are always the victim in your own narrative. You are reacting to things from outside. You are the one that needs to, there's no one else that's going to see the narrative through your eyes. How you said the right thing, how someone else said the wrong thing, and how you reacted in a bad way because of something that was said, and now everyone is thinking you're the butthole, you're the a-hole, right? Because of the reaction. Yeah, it's a very yo. Guys, I'm wearing these earbuds. My mom actually borrowed me these cute earbuds, so my ears are tiny and these things keep popping out, and whenever I press them it cuts the video and it's driving me insane. But yeah, I will edit it, but it's okay. Anyway, we were talking about our victim-minded people, right? Victim-minded people, guys. Hey, in every story they tell, right? In every story they tell, you will actually feel sorry for them, because you'll be thinking, oh my God, how were you so naive that you could not see the negative things that this person was doing? How were you so, oh my goodness, you are such a good person and everyone just keeps doing you wrong. Oh my goodness, oh no, you will feel sorry for this person until you get to know the person and until you see that they are actually the a-hole. Most of the time, the victim-minded people are the a-holes, right? The victim-minded people are the a-holes, and they play the victim to convince themselves that they were in the right for the things that they did to other people. Stay away from these people. These people will hurt you. They will hurt you. And most of the time, if these people cannot get their way with you, oh my God, then you'll see the gaslighting kick in. You'll see them trying to manipulate you. This person will never say sorry if they mess up. They will never say sorry. They will instead try to act angrier than you in order for you. Reverse psychology. You know, now that we are growing up, and I feel like in my later years, I'm starting to see a lot of adults 30 years upwards. You're an adult, guys. The young adult division stops at 35. You are 33, you are 32, you are 31, you are 30, acting like you're a teenager. I had my sister actually said to me this one time that when we were having something, and I was I'm very confrontational. If I don't like something, I will definitely confront you. And she said to me that and when we have the discussion, don't play the victim. And I was like, I must not play the victim. Mind you, my sister plays the victim all the time. I love you, Burbs. Mara, everyone plays the victim. And if you're going to try to have a conversation with someone and you already tell them they can't play the victim, who must play the victim? You. That's why we deal with a multiverse. Okay, let me bring my psychology into this conversation, right? The multiverse, the ecosystem theory argues that we do not live in a universe, we live in a multiverse, because everyone has a different view of reality. There's no one fixed form of reality. The way I see today is not the way you saw today and the other billions of people on earth saw today. So at the end of the day, your way of seeing things is not the only way. That's why you cannot be a victim. You contributed to the problem somehow. And by listening to someone else's reality, you will be able to notice that, oh, so this is where I messed up. I shouldn't have said that. I said that reacting to what was done, but that only made the situation worse. The problem about victim-minded people is they never acknowledge that they could be the perpetrator in the narrative. They are always the damsel in distress. They are always the guy that was just walking by, the nice guy. Oh my God, guys, have you ever tried dating a nice guy? They tell themselves they are the great guy, right? And you look at them and you're like, are we talking about the same? Are we talking about you, Chief? Come on, you are not a nice guy. He will do such a-hole behavior and then come back and say, oh, because I'm sweet, because I'm kind. No, you're not sweet and kind, you're manipulative. And I swear, I don't date girls, guys. I swear there are girls that do the same thing. And they are always on the defensive. Even if they know they messed up, they will always try to be on attack. So you can't say anything in return. Don't help victims. Victims need to help themselves. Let them pray to God and let God save them. You're not God, babes. You will never be able to save someone with a victim mentality. You will never be able to save someone with a you can't help them. You can't help them. Yeah, okay, no. Okay, the last two. I'm going to try to do the last two as quickly as possible. I feel like I've made this video already super long and I just need to, so we don't end up being here for an hour. Anyway, yes, the sixth type of person you cannot help in your life is the one that has a history of letting you down. You know them. The one that has a history of letting you down. They're not dependable. They're not dependable. You can't expect them to ever show up. The last one, number 7, he actually said this. It's not me. I'm just going off Mark the Messenger's list. And what I liked about his list is that he had scripture to support. He uses scripture to support his points, right? I'm just speaking from a general everyday life perspective. Mark went in with the scripture, and I was just like, damn, man, you came for these people. But yeah, number 7 is the evil, wicked, and rebellious people. Okay, so number 1, I don't have a problem with authority. I think I used to say that a lot, that I have a problem with authority. I do not have a problem with authority. If you are a good leader, right? Like if you're a good leader and you lead and you give instruction, you give advice, you were there to do your job when you are needed. You are there as a parent to advise and to reprimand and to discipline when you were needed, as you were needed, as a good parent, as a good authority figure. I do not have a problem with you. I am a very respectful person. I respect those that need to be respected. So if you feel like I have not respected you, I didn't think you needed it. I don't think you deserved it. Anyway, yes. So like I said, I'm a very respectful person. I respect my elders. I think my elders can say, my elders, am I not respectful? But yes, but I will rebel. I'm a rebel by nature. I will rebel to anything you feel you can force on me that does not make sense. It does not go with what I believe in, especially my Christian outlook. It does not go with what I believe in. It does not go with what I feel a good parent is. It does not go with what I feel a good leader is. Just because you're a leader doesn't mean you're always right. Going back to number 2, self-righteous, never wrong, overwise. Just because you're in a position of authority does not mean you're always right, right? I have a problem with calling people evil, wicked. This is how you know you have a demon in your life. I have a problem with that because, as it is said, we are not battling with flesh and blood, but we are battling with principalities, with forces of darkness and whatever. So the devil is our enemy, right? Us as people to each other, we are not each other's enemies, right? So when someone says someone is a demon in your life, I'm like, I have a problem with calling people demons. I have a problem with calling people demons. But if you do try to, let's say the devil is trying to use you against me, child, I see you, Mona, now you are just, even as a leader, and this is part of the reason why I left my job, my previous job. I just felt like this is just nonsense. It is nonsense, and I do not have it into me to just take nonsense and not say anything, right? So yeah, there are people that tell themselves that I rebel to authority and whatever, and some people don't just rebel to authority, they just don't like authority in general. That's why it's so, oh, I'm so sorry, there's a motorbike. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm not going to edit it out. We're just going to continue. Um, you are not rebellious to authority. You don't have a problem with authority. You just have a problem with discipline, right? That's why you find it so hard to be submissive when you need to be submissive, even when you are wrong and the authority figure is right. If a person is cut off from people that love him, like, or love her, I'm saying this like, look around you. Look around you. Are you with people that really, really love you? How do you treat people that really, really love you? And if someone is trying to reprimand you out of love, how do you take it? There are people that will just say, oh, no, I have a problem with authority. I'm rebellious by nature. Whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm rebellious by nature. I'm rebellious by nature, but I rebel to nonsense. I feel like I rebel to nonsense. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong and someone else feels like I rebel to everything, and that's totally okay. But that's why I have a problem with addressing people as evil, wicked, and I have a problem with that. But I get what he is saying, like, uyakhuzwa endlini, someone is reprimanding you at home, and oh, my 2000 guys, whoa, I'm saying this again, my 2000 are a rebellious, wicked generation. Uyakuzwa endlini, you talk back. Someone tries to tell you, dude, don't do this, you talk back. You don't want to listen. You know better. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Yeah, those are people you just cannot help. You just cannot help. So that is the list that Mark gave us, and I think it's a beautiful list. I think it's a beautiful list. I really learned a lot, not just about myself, but about people around me and how I need to handle other people and how I need to handle myself as well. That's it for our Frank talk, our first ever Frank talk. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's helping you somewhere, somehow. I hope it's contributing to your well-being, pretty much, because that's really the reason why I wanted to do these frank talks and just sit and be frank, man. I feel like I saw where some of my problems could have been when I heard Mark talk about this, and this is why I wanted to bring it to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, which one. My name is Kagi. This is Kagi Reacts. And if you enjoyed this video, I'm going to have more. I have a first one, which side is previous? Previous one, where I was discussing am I the a-hole Reddit posts, which is also something I will be doing frequently because guys, yo, Reddit is lit. But yeah, no, that's our first frank talk. I hope I delivered. I hope I delivered. I prayed and I asked God to be able to give me a good video to post, and I feel like He showed up. He showed up. He showed up. I'm Kagi. Stay good. Stay gorgeous. Stay blessed up. Stay prayed up. Stay loved up. Ooh, no forces of evil will prevail against you, child of God. In Jesus Christ's name. Amen. And peace out.
See you guys. Like, share, and subscribe.